happening, y'all? Alright. Other than books. Seems like I say that a whole lot, doesn't it? Almost every time I get on this thing. Another day in the books. Yeah. Gotta hate Mondays. You know, Mondays is the first day between when I had the day off and when I'll have a day off again. Of course, you know, I may be working again next Saturday, so who knows when I'll have another day off. But it's not the weekend, you know. So I got to turn the radio down this time. The last time I played the radio during one of my live feeds, I got somebody filed a bunch of claims that, you know, I didn't own the music or whatever and stuff like that. Blah, 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 you know. Like stupid ass copyright shit. Yeah. But they nailed me, and I had to, I guess it's Sony Music Corporation, whatever, laid claim to some of the things that I had music, or even though, you know, it was inadvertent, I didn't mean for, you know, the radio to be playing about. Well, I did mean for the radio to be playing, but I didn't mean for it to play the songs that it played. And apparently somebody's already laid claim to those songs, so, you know, poor redneck like me, I can't use them and get away with it without having to fucking go through some long process and disputes and all that bullshit. So it's more fun for me just to turn the radio down and go with it. Anyway, so how's everybody today? I guess we're gonna have another day where nobody's gonna comment. Everybody's just gonna come in and check out my video, and if they don't like what I'm saying, they're gonna leave. That's usually the way it goes anyway. Yep, there's another one. Anyway, come on people, you can make a left on red or green up here, but the people in the turn lane over there on the other side, nobody's coming, everybody wants to sit still. Yeah. So we had some pretty bad tornado come through St. Louis area last Friday. I'm sure anybody that's been watching me for any amount of time knows that I live in that area. So it tore up the area pretty good. A lot of historic buildings got destroyed, and a lot of trees snapped off and things like that. It was pretty bad. I don't live quite in St. Louis. I live right outside of St. Louis, but where I live, I got a bunch of hail. And of course, you know, when you get hail and it bounces off your car, you get dents. So now I got two cars with dents all in them from the hail. One car doesn't even have 5,000 miles on yet. Brand new car. And there's probably $8,000 or $10,000 worth of damage to my car. But, you know, I can't turn it in on my insurance because, well, I could, but my deductible's $1,000 and I just can't afford that right now. So it's just gonna have to be driven the way it is, I guess. That's why a man in America can't have nice things. Everything's too fucking expensive. I need to move the hell out of the Midwest. That's what I need to do. Go back to the Carolinas. Well, I don't have to worry about hailstorms. All I got to worry about is a hurricane, you know, every once in a great while. But even then, you know, they're usually tropical storms by the time they get into the Charlotte area. Excuse me. Working class, you know. I have to get up early in the morning to do my job. So I still don't have any talkers out there, no commenters or anything. I guess nobody's going to comment today again. No likes, no comments, none of them. Well, I'll just leave it on. You guys can watch me drive. I guess I could turn the camera around and at least let you see the traffic ahead of me. Might luck up and see somebody crash. I don't know. It's not unusual for that to happen on this road. Yep. I have a whole lot to say today. Kind of disappointed in things that are going on right now. Hello, Dad, Ashley. How you doing? How was my day? Very long and very tiring, as usual. So I just got finished telling everybody about the tornadoes that came through our area. Ashley, you remember the hailstorm back in 2012, don't you? I'll give you a minute to answer. The hailstorm, you know, yeah, you remember that? Okay, well, it happened again, and my brand new car got beat to death. And Dee's car got beat to death. Thank God I drove the Trailblazer. I wish I'd have drove my car to work that day, but I didn't. So now we got two more cars that have fucking hell just pounded it and beat it to death. I think I'm going to try and remove the dents on my own this time instead of putting it in the shop. I was just saying that I've got insurance, collision, and it covers natural disasters and shit like that, but I got $1,000 deductible. I can't afford to come off the hip with $1,000 right now. If I did, I had to cancel my vacation in North Carolina at the end of next month. I'm so fucking, I need to get the hell out of the Midwest. At least in North Carolina, I have to worry about hail, tornadoes and shit like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, everywhere that you don't think would have a tornado does have a tornado. But I mean, I guess it could have been worse, you know, it could have come by and blown my fucking house down or something, but I'm upset about it nonetheless. You know, I got a car that's, let's see, I bought that brand new car in September, and it doesn't even have 5,000 miles on it yet. I don't drive it a whole lot. I'm trying to conserve the miles on it, you know, so that if I ever went to trade it in, you know, I wouldn't have a bunch of miles on it. But, you know, with the hail damage, it doesn't really matter now. You know, there's probably $8,000 to $10,000 worth of damage to my car. Yay. So I'm pretty upset about it today. I don't really know. I'm just upset. It'd probably be cheaper for me just to buy a brand new hood to put on it. Because it's mostly on the hood and on the roof. The roof's not so bad because nobody has to look at the roof. But and the hood's not really bad. I mean, there's probably, I'm gonna say 50 to 75 little grape-sized dings all over my hood. But there were a couple of pieces that where there's a body line in the hood, you know, where the texture is. But it hit right on the fucking body line. There's no way I'm going to be able to straighten those out. So it may be cheaper just for me to buy a hood. I don't know. I really can't afford that either. I'd probably pay just as much for the hood as I would for my deductible. Of course, you know, I don't know. But, it's pretty upsetting nonetheless. Well, see, I got two people watching. I know one of them's my moderator. I don't know who the other one is. So I was doing a video Saturday while I was at work. Now this was after the hailstorm. I hadn't really had a chance Saturday morning to actually look at my car depth, but I did work Saturday. I did a video, and it got pretty good views, you know, as far as people coming to see it. I don't know, 345 people or something like that looked at the video. But I've almost come to the conclusion that it's better for me to do the short videos, because for some reason people don't have a very long attention span. I don't know what that's all about, you know. But I posted some videos from the football game this weekend. You guys might want to go check them out. The Battlehawks played this weekend. They played the Stallions out of Birmingham, Alabama. They did win the game, but it was a really close game. One of the exciting things about it was I got Jacob Saylor's autograph. Jacob Saylor's is a running back. He pretty much put the game in the bag for us with his running ability, rushing ability, whatever. Anyway, there's videos of some of the stuff that happened during the football game on my in my short videos. And my long videos. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's not good etiquette to be yawning and shit when I'm driving and doing a video, but it's been a long day. I got a lot of shit on my mind. And I just, I don't know. Ass water. Sorry about that. Anyway, so here we are. We put up all today. You put up a pool today. Oh, you put up a pool. Well, that's cool. Now you got a place to spend part of your days. Is that one of those blow-up ones from Walmart, or is it one of those solid sides, or what kind is it? I know it's an above-ground pool. But what kind is it? 2 viewers, 1 like. Yay. Solid sides. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, you have a place to go hang out all day now. I wouldn't put my TV out there anywhere near the pool, though. You know, never mind. It's an inside joke. I'm sure you don't understand. Yeah. You posted pictures of it. Okay. I don't know if I can see your page on Facebook or not. Probably not. But I'll look anyway. Anybody want to shout out today? I do give free shout outs. I don't know how many of you know that, but I give free shout outs. I don't require people to subscribe or like my video or anything. Just tell me who you are and I'll shout out to you. I actually need to find me one more moderator, I think, for somebody that watches me all the time, because my daughter's not always going to be here when I do this. Your boy. What? Your boy blocked? What do you mean your boy blocked? I don't know who you're talking to about, Ashley. You'll have to explain it to me. My boy blocked. Oh, okay. I didn't see. Did somebody make a bad comment or something? I didn't see. I'm trying to pay attention to the road. I got a truck in front of me that's going 10 miles an hour slower than everybody else. See if I can get over here real quick. Yeah. this is Interstate 70 that I drive every day. It's a pretty busy road. I don't like this road. There's a lot of garages and shit on it, but nothing I can do about it. Look at that idiot. Look at that stupid fucker. These fucking people think it's a fucking Indy 500 or something. That gray car. There was another one right there. See that? And he threw a rock on my windshield. You fucking dumbass. You just gotta love the stupidity of these guys. Fucking stupid ass people. Yeah. Yeah, they you know, people don't understand. Well, first of all, when you see an exit coming up, if there are any cars on that exit coming off, you know, onto the main road, the interstate, highway, whatever it is, and it's just somebody's going to be merging in, fucking move over and get, you know, one lane at least. Let them get in, number one. Number two is the right lane is not made for passing. You pass on the left. And people just don't get it. You know, I mean, like, do they not teach driver's education in school anymore? Can somebody answer that question? You know? I don't. Fucking people just piss me off. I need to start fucking carrying a pellet gun with me, and they pass me on the right, shoot the fucking car or something. I don't know. That's surprising, wasn't it? Fucking dumbass people. I got 5. Nobody's saying anything. People that are stopped are people that don't live in America. They're probably Canadian, or I don't know, it's people in the UK and India and Pakistan and places like that. Are they up this time of day? I don't know, it's like a 7-hour difference or something. I know it's a 6-hour difference between here and London, or UK. 6-hour difference. I don't know what the difference. I know what Germany's 7 hours ahead. I was on VR the other night and talked to a girl that was from Germany. She seemed like a pretty nice person. You know, I think if I was going to be anything other than American, it would be German. And I've already got a German last name. I just think that the accents, the German accent, is so freaking hot on a woman. It is, I don't know, like German or Polish. Yeah, Polish. I went to London back in 2012 to see Iron Maiden play, and I went to a pizza place there. We had our waitress was from Poland, and I just wanted to hear her talk. I could care less whether she brought me food or not. I just wanted to stand and talk to me. Accents are really intriguing, and like when I'm on when I go to VR chat a lot now. I don't really use Horizon Worlds very much anymore. Lebowski 144p, you got it. There's your shout out. Anyway, I'm disappointed. What are you disappointed about? Well, I know that's your name, but I see your Lebowski 144p. Right on. So, anyway, I get on VR chat, you know, and I go to all these different places, but I try and go to places where there aren't kids. I don't hate kids, but I know that kids are very naive these days, but they're very brutal with each other, and they like to get on people's nerves. So I try to stay away from places where there are kids. Anyway, so you know, it's like, it's really funny that when I talk to people on there, they could tell almost immediately that I'm from somewhere in the southeastern United States because of my accent that I have. I got that, what they call the southern drawl, I guess. So people can tell immediately that I'm not from wherever they're from. But then again, like, I can tell people who are from like California because they talk with that, I don't know, that they got really weird accents out there. It's like surfer mode or something. I don't know. It's like they got their own lingo and their own language in California. It's really strange how we can come from different parts of the United States and actually be American citizens, born and bred here, but you know, wherever you're from, you adopt the accent of that area. Like in Georgia, they got the Southern Bells, you know, and Kentucky and Tennessee, they've all got, and it depends on where you're from in that state too. You know, the dialect and the amount of drawl that they have in their dialect when they talk. It's amazing to me. It really is. I think a lot of the times the first thing I notice about people that aren't from around here are the accents. Like we were going to the game Saturday. The game was at noon on Saturday, so I worked from 6 to 10 and then went home, as you guys know, because I do these videos all the time. So it takes about 35 minutes here to get home. And there were some people walking down the street when we parked in the middle of town in St. Louis. It's about a 4 or 5 block walk from the Keener Plaza, which was where we park usually, over to the Dome at America Center. We were walking down the street, and I had on my noodle hat. You know, it's got long noodle dreads in blue and white, these colors right here. And I had on my Hakeem Butler jersey. Hakeem Butler is one of our wide receivers on the team. Anyway, so these people are walking down the street the opposite way, and they're like, "Is that your hockey team?" And I was like, "Dude, really? Hockey? You know, our season ended with 1.6 seconds to go. Unless you're a hockey fan, you don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind." But anyway, so, and I just think it's really strange. But they were like from Canada or something, I believe, because they had that Canadian dialect shit going on. And then I've talked to other people. I talked to another guy the other night on VR. He was from Canada. And I was like, "How do you like that communist country up there?" And he didn't know what I was talking about. Of course, he was from, I think he said he was from Manitoba. But I told him they've been better off with that fucking Castro's illegitimate son. What is that guy's? Justin Trudeau. What a faggot that guy is, I swear. Justin Trudeau. Anyway, so I didn't start this video to talk about him, but anyway, it's really interesting where, you know, when people come from different places, you can kind of tell by their dialect and their where their accents are and their drawl and things like that. Actually, women are quite turned on with my southern accent. I get women flirt with me all the time, but I think it's because I'm a bigger flirt than they are. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. We're moving again. I was sitting at a stoplight. It's like the longest stoplight in the world, and you have to be quick on your toes because it only lets like 3 cars at a time through. They really need to redo these street lights and shit in this area. Anyway, I don't see, there's a bunch of this parking lot over here on the left of me. That's where they were all meeting, the street crews and shit, to clean up the aftermath of the tornadoes on Friday. There was a bunch of them. I was coming home Friday afternoon, and they were already sending trucks, like electrical line workers, big trucks and big spools of wire and shit. I passed like 4 or 5 of them on the way home. But it was a big mess over on You're sleepy? Yeah, I'm sleepy too, Ashley. It's been a long day. And according to my watch, or my little, I've got one of those watches, that tell you how long you slept and everything. And according to my watch, I only slept like 3 hours and 40 minutes or something last night. But I mean, even though my eyes were closed longer, I didn't actually sleep, like a deep sleep, but for like 3 hours. So I'm pretty beat myself, especially after, and it's kind of hot today too. And I think we're supposed to get some more fucking storms. So, I don't know. I'm just so sick of this weather. I want to go back to North Carolina. Hello, 8 people. Listen, while you guys are on, I do give shout outs. So if you want a shout out, type something and I'll shout you out. Just say give me a shout out, or give me a thumbs up or something. I'll give you a shout out. I don't require subscriptions. I don't require you to like my page or my channel, even though I would like for you to, but because the numbers make me feel good. I'm not getting monetary relief for this or anything. I've only got like 520 people following me, so I don't think they do that until you got like 1,000 people or 1,000 followers or subscribers or whatever anyway. But YouTube sucks anyway, as far as that goes. I could go over to Rumble and do live videos over there, but and get paid for it. But Rumble doesn't, Rumble's not real popular unless you're an established podcaster or something. And I'm just a redneck with a cell phone. That's all it is for me, So I do the best I can with what I have. I don't do a lot of videos. I try and do at least 2 a week, but that varies from week to week and time to time and all that good shit. So anyway, all right, folks. Well, I'm home, so I'm going to go ahead and say top of the day to all of you and take off and do my thing. I go in my house and relax and get something to drink. My throat's freaking bothering me. I was doing a lot of yelling and screaming at the football game last Saturday. Like I said, it was a nail biter. And I did a lot of yelling and screaming at the game, especially at the referees with the stupid calls. They just make the stupidest calls sometimes. All right. You have a good rest of your day too, Ashley. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Look for a video, probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'll do another one. I'm not really sure. I might do some short videos between now and then. But anyway, disappointed. It's good to see you in there. I know you're probably gone already. Ashley, I love you too. I'll talk to you guys another day. See ya.